Hi there. I read this verse in Jeremiah 17 and I wanted to share it with you. It's about what the wise person's life looks like and how the wise person reacts to whatever situation they find themselves in. So it's from Jeremiah 17, starting with verse 7, and it says this: "But blessed is the man who trusts in me, God. Blessed is the woman who sticks with God. They're like trees replanted in Eden, putting roots down near the rivers. Never a worry through the hottest of summers, never dropping a leaf, serene and calm through droughts, bearing fresh fruit in every season." Now, I find this scripture to be both beautiful and slightly scary. I'll tell you why. I don't know about you, but this lockdown has given me opportunities to grow closer to God, but it's also revealed the places in my heart that are distant from Him and are lacking in trust. I thought lockdown would remove all of my excuses for not pursuing God and it would just be easy. But instead, I've found all these new excuses cropping up. And it's become obvious to me that it's not my circumstances that are to blame for my lack of devotion to God in those areas, but it's my heart that's to blame. It just keeps making excuses no matter what's going on around me. How about you? When all of your comforts and excuses have been taken away, how do you really live out your walk with God? And I want to be like the person that's described in Jeremiah 17. I want to be like a tree that is firmly planted and rooted. And this is the kind of person who is immovable in their faith and their devotion to God. They are secure in the identity that God has given them. And they're not fighting against it, but they're growing into it. And it says that they're planted near a river. Now, rivers in the Bible are symbolic for life, real life, the kind of life that comes from God. These are people who have chosen to position their life in the flow of God's life. These are the people who have allowed their lives to be caught up into the life that Jesus Christ is living here and now on the earth. When the heat is on, these people don't wilt under the pressure. Their branches and leaves don't dry up when the going gets tough. And when there's drought or there's removal of all the things that they're used to, they don't stress out because their dependence is on God and not on their circumstances. And it says they bear fruit in every season. And that means that their lives are always producing love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, self-control. Their circumstances will not stop these things growing in their lives. Or their circumstances won't stop those things being planted in the lives of those around them. Doesn't that sound good? With all my excuses removed and my heart exposed, I am turning around the areas of my life that resist the Lord. And instead, I want every part of my life to be planted in God's goodness. I want even the most difficult of circumstances to reveal God's goodness in and through me. And I want every excuse that my heart can conjure up to be revealed as flimsy and without merit. I want to respond to Paul's instruction in Colossians 2 when he says in verse 7, "Let your roots grow down deep into Christ. Let your lives be built on Him. Then your faith will grow strong in the truth you were taught, and you will overflow with thankfulness." I want to stick with God. I want to be planted in Him and rooted in Him. And I want His life to flood every area and feed every area of my life. How about you? Have a good day.